Good morning, students. This is Dr. Neeta Sharma from Shri Shankaracharya Mahavidyalaya. My topic, Geoffrey Chaucer. He is called the father of English literature. So, a short life sketch of Chaucer. He was born in 1343, London, England. The resting place, Westminster Abbey, London. Occupation, author, poet, philosopher, diplomat. His wife Philippa Royt. Children Elizabeth Chaucer, Thomas Chaucer. Parents John Chaucer, and he died in 25th October 1400. His father seems to have been pretty well off. He sold wine to bars and taverns. She inherited 24 shops in London from her uncle. The plague struck England when Chaucer was about 5 years old. In 1343, when he was 14 years old, became a page in the house of the Countess of Ulster. In 1359, he was captured by the French at the siege of Reims during the Hundred Years' War while serving in English army, ransomed King Edward III a year later. As a royal messenger, Chaucer was frequently sent to the continent on secret business for the king. He became acquainted with the works of the great Italian authors Boccaccio, Dante, Petrarch. So, other jobs Chaucer held and learned from controller of customs on wools, skins, and hides for the port of London. Here he would meet many types of businessmen, sailors, travelers, city folk, and common laborers. So, away from the city, he met peasants, foresters, local clergy, and other country folk. Representative of the Shire of Kent in Parliament, here he met the rich, the influential, and the upper middle class, as well as the higher ranking church officials. Chaucer was one of the first writers to be buried in the Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey. So, why he was called the father of English literature? Before Chaucer, English was not fashionable. He wrote in the vernacular or everyday language, since most literature and science was still written in Latin. Chaucer wrote his stories in Middle English. The popularity of Chaucer's work, written in the London dialect of Middle English, gave rise to this dialect. So, the important works of Chaucer, the first major work, the Book of Duchess, then the Elegy for Blanche of Lancaster, died in 1369. She was the wife of John Gaunt, son of Edward III of England. Dream, Vision. Then the most important work of Chaucer, the Canterbury Tales. But why go to Canterbury? Canterbury was a pilgrimage site, the famous shrine of Bishop. So, the important characters from the Canterbury Tales, the Knight's Tale, the Miller's Tale, then the Tale of Malby, the Monk's Tale, the Nun Priest Tale. In this way, we are having 30 pilgrims. So, we have to study the different tales described by the Chaucer, like the Knight's Tale, the Tale of Malby, the House of Fame. Written in octosyllabic couplets, it is a dialogue between an eagle and Chaucer. Eagle is a medieval symbol of contemplation. The manuscript abruptly ends. So the another important work of Chaucer, Troilus and Cressida. It is one of the masterpieces of world literature, Chaucer's greatest sustained narrative and his only complete long poem. Buccaeo Philistro is probably Chaucer's source. It is a love story set against the background of the Trojan War. Troilus falls in love with the Cressida, a lovely widow she became of mistress of Diomede. So, the Legend of Good Woman, another important work of Chaucer, the Parliament of Falls. These are some of the important works of Geoffrey Chaucer. In next video, I'll discuss the major important work of Geoffrey Chaucer, that is the Canterbury Tales and the stories of the different pilgrimage. Thank you.